We have an organization called Body Confidence Canada, and really what Body Confidence Canada is, it's an advocacy organization. We are fighting for we're fighting for the right to celebrate our bodies and to live comfortably, safe, and to thrive in the skin that we're in. Body Confidence Canada recognizes that, in the world we live in, there are a lot of unrealistic beauty and body standards. So really our work is just an attempt through education, through events, through various types of programming, to get the word out that, it's okay to be who you are. We're not looking for tolerance, we're not looking for acceptance, we're looking for our human rights. And when people are bullied or teased or excluded or made to feel lesser than because of what they look like, it's not acceptable. So really, I would say that we are part advocacy, part educational awareness, and hopefully some part fun too, because activism has to be fun as well. I've always had a complicated relationship with my body. That relationship, I would honestly say, started way, way, way back when I was a child. And I was the victim of child abuse, child molestation to be very specific. And from that experience, I learned really early on that our bodies aren't always our safe space. That regardless of how you felt about your body, regardless of how you tried to live in your world, someone or something or even an institution, as I'd learned later on in life, can just sort of come and mess with you or shift the way you see yourself, the way you want to project yourself in your world. I was a sick kid who was often hospitalized or, had surgeries. I was used to being poked and prodded and pathologized and told what I could eat, what I couldn't eat, what I could do, what I couldn't do, all of those sorts of narratives that have a way of making you feel like your body is not your own, right? And I think a big part of the body confidence movement or body positivity is kind of giving our bodies back to us, like taking our bodies back, you know what I mean? From this idea that we have to live up to some ideal or that we have to be a certain person or speak a certain way or dress a certain way or love a certain way in order to matter. So it's been a long process of me learning myself and figuring out what could I do to give back to the community in a way that helps women and girls and others, because this is not just an issue. Body confidence or body image issues aren't just women and girls issues.
I've had somewhat of a complicated but uncomplicated relationship with my body. I didn't think there was anything wrong with me until other people started saying things. And then once you hear, negative talk, whether it come from family or friends or from teachers, all of a sudden you think that there's something wrong with you or there's something that you have to improve. And me growing up, I was very shy. So, being an adult, part of my work for body confidence is about acknowledging the quiet voices. I think body confidence is about finding your voice and using your voice for change. Mm-hmm. A lot of times, a lot of people discount the shy kid in the class, the quiet one, the introverted one. And as I said, it's about finding the strength in silence. There is strength in silence. Mm-hmm. So what we say with Body Confidence Canada is we try and uplift bodies and we try and amplify voices. And it's about making the small changes, whether it be in your community, in your household, in your family. Holidays are coming up, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and a lot of people fear eating in front of their family. Mm-hmm. Because, you might have an aunt or an uncle or a cousin or a mom or dad or whoever is close to you that will make comments about, oh, don't eat that extra piece of chicken or don't have that piece of pizza. Mm-hmm. And you become fearful of the unit that is supposed to care for you the most. If you want to make a difference in the world, you have to change something, no matter how big or how small. And as a shy girl and not so shy adult, it's important to just use your voice in the way that you can, whether you are affecting policy or education, or if you're a fashion designer, if you're a videographer. It's about it's really about inclusion. And it's about what that actually means. It's not just a word. It's not a check mark. It's a lived experience, and that's what we're trying to do. It's about our lived experiences and how we can make everybody's lived experiences better.
How could I give back in a way to kind of say, you know, you're not alone. You're never alone. Issues are tough. They're going to be tough. I'm not going to tell you it gets better, because that's a cliche. It doesn't get better if you don't get support. And if you don't have people around you rallying for you, it does not get better, right? That's an advertising campaign. So we really feel like Body Confidence Canada is one of those supports that someone can tap into, even if it's an email or a phone call or attending an event or participating in a focus group, you know, or doing whatever, however we can. We're still fairly new, you know, to try and make the world, or at least our little town, a better place.